Hello and welcome to a messy bench edition and a review of 3 panel meters. I picked up 3 of these Chinese panel meters because I want to try to eliminate some of that mess. By the time I have my isolation transformer on the bench, the light bulb load, the variac, the amp meter, yada yada yada, there's stuff scattered all over the place. And I haven't been able to find one of those nice little self-contained Heathkit units that have the isolation transformer, the variac, the meters, and everything else that's in it. At least nothing at a reasonable price that I'm willing to pay. My plan was to take the cabinet from the defunct oscilloscope from the $10 test bench series and build in the isolation transformer, the lamp load, the variac. And I've been collecting junk. I've been going through my junk boxes, and I've now got everything I need to do it. I just have to work up the ambition. But looking at the mess that's on this bench right now, I think I'll be able to accomplish the task soon. In that ilk, I wanted some old school meters. And I found these 3 Chinese made meters and bought them from this guy, Pair Intel, I guess it is, PAER-INTL. And I got each of these. It was about an average of $8.50 each delivered. Now, to touch something like this Simpson, people are asking anywhere from $15 to $45 for these. It's absolutely ludicrous. And then they want $10 to ship them. So for less than I could buy one of these, I bought all 3 of these. And I think I've settled in. I'm going to use those 0 to 1 amp, put a shunt resistor so I can use it to 2 amp, because my isolation transformer and my variac will both handle 2 amps, the one that will fit in the box. And I've got a voltmeter for the output side. What do they have going for them? Well, they are cheap and they're old school looking. What do they have going against them? They're cheap. In all honesty, the accuracy is actually pretty good. I've tested all 3 of these and they seem accurate. The voltmeter is very accurate. The amp meters are certainly accurate enough for what I want to do. I'll end up using the 0 to 1 amps one. But when you compare them to a Simpson or a Triplet or any other meter of that or manufacturer of that ilk, there is no comparison. Now I want to try to show you. If I reflect the light or the lamp, let's see if I can get this in the camera here. I don't know if I can. Yeah, I don't know how well that's coming through. But if you see the light, it's pretty much undistorted. Let me try. There we go. See how straight the fluorescent lamps overhead look? And there's my ring light. There we go. This is the effect I'm looking for. You can see that's glass. Now let's take a look at my 1 amp meter here. You can tell right away that these are plastic. Everything on here is plastic. Everything's distorted. You can tell that's not flat. It's all plastic. The entire case, I think that's polystyrene. In fact, let's take a quick look here. And are we going to be able to read this? Yes, we can. Good. The LCD is going to show up. Here's a Simpson. 8.1 ounces. Excuse me. Let me shut the camera off just a second. Okay, I didn't want to cough in your ear. 8.1 ounces. That's a real meter. That's a Bakelite case, a good piece of glass in the front, real stiff guts inside of it. Let's take a look at one of these. 2.9 ounces. Well, at least they'll be light. They won't add a lot of weight. 3.1. So 2.9, 3.1, and what's this one weigh? 3.6. There's the heavyweight. That's the voltmeter. Versus the little Simpson again, 8.1 ounces. So I took one for the team. You get what you pay for. And this is just going to be a box that sits up on the bench that I can plug in occasionally to limit current and monitor what's being drawn as I bring up an old piece of equipment. So they will serve the purpose just fine. But here's another interesting thing. Oh, that's the 0 to 5. Here's the 0 to 1 amp meter. Take a look at the scaling here. And very, very interesting. Look at the difference between 0.4 and 0.5 milliamperes and tell me what the divisions are. You can pause it. Extremely bizarre. This almost looks hand painted. It appears to be, you know, a hand divided, and whoever did this probably didn't understand what metering is about, because the divisions are not in any increment that makes sense. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 between 0.4 and 0.6. So it wouldn't be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, because this would be 5 in that case. So 4, 8, 16, 32, no. It's very bizarre. I'll be able to roughly tell where 0.5 amperes is, but just very strange. So be advised, you get what you pay for, and I didn't pay much. Okay, if you don't mind having Chinesium on your meters, these will do the trick. If you want something professional looking, bite the bullet and get a Simpson. I'm the Radio Mechanic. Have fun.